Hello and welcome back to Exola at GDC. This is recorded on Thursday, day 2 of GDC's exhibitors. I, of course, am David Turner. I'm here joined by the CEO of Tanki Online, Alex Karpovich. For those of you who don't know, Tanki Online is a massive multiplayer online game for tanks and battle simulations, but I'll let him give the full introduction.
Hey, my name is Alex, and we are working on online games through Flash client for over the years, and right now we got like 8 million people playing Tanki, and it keeps growing. It's not World of Tanks, it's not a simulator, it's not a PC game. Instead, we are like focusing on mass market by delivering smaller client with very simplistic controls. And it's easy to understand what's going on in the game, but still it's very hard to master because we got realistic physics and stuff, and you constantly get killed by kids over the game.
Actually, we were talking before the interview started, and he was telling me the majority of their players are in Russia. A kind of very interesting fact that 40% of the users who play Tanki Online, this is their first video game. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, partly because Russian internet broadband connections market is still booming, so we got a lot of new people that just came into internet to find out what's going on. Another aspect is like we are trying to reach places which never been visited by gamers at all. Since the game is simple itself, you can like easily get in and start fighting with each other, but it's not for girls, definitely, only 5%. Only 5%? Yeah, but we got Miss Tanki Online, which is very popular competition with all the guys coming in, like voting for girls, and Mr. Tanki Online as well, of course.
So some other stats and info about the company. You were telling me you guys just expanded to Germany. You guys are moving there. Tell us a little bit about your venture there. How has it been? You guys, you said, have a translated version, and you're seeing an increase in sale, correct?
Yes, and also we are curious on getting comfortable with well-developed markets as well, because we are working on emerging market. We also launched the Chinese version, and we are thinking of other booming markets like Brazil as well. But still, Germany is the native country for browser gaming, and people tend to play a lot and they pay a lot if you get them addicted with your game. That's why it's so interesting for us, and well, the traffic seems more expensive, but since all that people who never knew about the game, they are likely coming in not because of commercial advertising, rather than by being invited by someone from the game. Yes.
Word of mouth, I imagine social media plays a huge impact to this. You were saying that 55% of your gamers play for over 6 months, right. Which, I mean, I want to harp on that real quick. The 55%, that's a huge number, and then the 40% of gamers first time, like I myself, I think my first game was probably Asteroids. How many people could say that, you know, maybe 5% of the world could say Asteroids or Miss Pac-Man, maybe 20% would say Mario, but 40% is a huge number, and it's just, you know, really indicative of a growing market like Russia. And like you said, the broadband is just coming there. I mean, there's just a huge untapped market of people exploding or just very interested in these games. So tell us a little bit more about the retention. You know, what do you guys see? You guys see constant spikes, people coming up more often? Is there an increase in playtime over the 6 months or more?
The game is so addictive, so almost 75, I believe, % of players keep coming almost every day, or I'd say every working day in some cases. So we definitely see people coming back, and it's all about social activities that going around, because the battle itself is pretty simplistic, but what's going on top of that is like in-game newspaper, a lot of volunteer events. People are drinking together in the bars in the cities, and they tend to find out that they're mature already, they are not kids. And this is always surprising, like you're expecting to see someone who is younger than you, and you like realize that you're playing with men. And that makes sense for a lot of people, so maybe that's why the game is so popular in Russia, because a lot of people remember that they used to play that Tanki game Tanks game on NES system. Is it like Battle City? Yeah, it's the name, and it's an icon for a lot of Russians of my generation, and maybe this is one of the reasons why the game is so popular. Yeah.
This is great interview. The final thoughts. What have you been excited by at GDC? What's been your favorite party, favorite booth you've seen, other than of course Tanki Online?
Have you been to that awards yesterday?
No, I missed it.
Yeah, I was working either, so a lot of very important business meetings are going over here, and I'm not very addicted to all that like flashy stuff going around, focusing on particular goals that are set instead. Well, a lot of people that I never dreamed to meet in person, I'm meeting them like every day here, and it's a great honor for me as a person who used to play all that old stuff to see them in person and like to say thank you for all this.
Yeah.
I've been growing with all that.
Yeah, the video gamer in us all as kids is still there. So yeah. So the final question you mentioned about the age. Like, what is your average age of those first-time users? Do you know that?
It's slightly more than 16. For some reason, probably in Russia, when people get out from high school and entering like universities and stuff, they begin to use the internet extensively. Maybe that's why there is a big hit over there.
All right, that's all great info. Thank you very much. You want to plug your website one more time?
Yeah, it's tankionline.com. Come visit and play with us.
All right, you can follow us on Twitter at Exola. We'll post links to this video and as well as links to that site if you haven't got there. So thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. So look forward to enjoy the rest of the conference. So.